Hi there! You're invited to listen to an exclusive excerpt from the next episode that I'll be publishing on Sunday. My next guest is absolutely fascinating, and this is just a teaser of what you can expect from our discussion. Enjoy listening, and I'll see you on Sunday for the full episode.
Welcome to FinScale, a podcast created by Solène Niederkorn, shedding light on innovation in finance, banking, and insurance.
Finance Minister shares the financial magic of Luxembourg. Yuriko, Minister of Finance in Luxembourg.
But I think, and that's what's most important, it's not too late. The EU has learned the right lessons also from the pandemic. The focus of the past few years has been on investments, notably green and the digital transition. So we also need to diversify and increase the number of sources of funding away from the traditional over-reliance on the banking financing. And the Capital Markets Union has a lot of potential and indeed includes the promotion of digital financial services and also open finance as part of its priority. So in general, I want to say that in the EU, we need to continue work in that direction.
In this captivating episode featuring the Minister of Finance, we gain fascinating insights into the Luxembourg FinTech ecosystem and its role in the competitive landscape of European finance. We explore the government's initiatives and policies that support innovation and collaboration, which make Luxembourg an attractive destination for FinTech startups and investors. We delve into the present state of Luxembourg's FinTech ecosystem and its vibrant environment for innovation. Yuriko shares how the government fosters growth by creating a favorable regulatory framework and encouraging partnerships between traditional financial institutions and FinTech startups. We explore the specific initiatives and policies implemented over the past decade aimed at supporting FinTech startups and driving digitalization efforts in the financial sector. We also gain insights into the delicate balance of promoting innovation while ensuring the stability and security of the financial system. However, the fintech industry in Europe and Luxembourg faces evident challenges such as intricate regulation and talent acquisition. Yuriko reveals the government's strategic plans to overcome these obstacles, emphasizing collaboration and investments in digital infrastructure, on education, funding, or research. I couldn't have the Minister of Finance as a guest on my podcast and not mention Europe. Gain a deeper understanding of Europe's position within the worldwide fintech landscape and the steps taken to maintain and enhance its competitiveness. Enjoy the show! Hello everyone. Good afternoon, Minister Bacchus.
Good afternoon.
I'm really happy that you accepted my invitation on FinScale, and having the pleasure to interview a Minister of Finance is a great honor for me. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you for the invitation.
Okay, so we could have talked about many different subjects with you, but I really wanted to concentrate on FinTech. So how would you describe the current state of the FinTech ecosystem in Luxembourg?
Well, thank you. I think it's an excellent topic that you have chosen, and thank you again for the invitation. I would like to say that the Luxembourg fintech ecosystem has shown really a remarkable growth and has a lot of potential. Luxembourg has really a unique ecosystem profile that distinguishes it from larger counterparts. Today, we have more than 220 fintech firms in Luxembourg, around 75 of which are hosted in the Loft. In total, we have about 520 startups. So, half of those are fintechs. And this number, normalized by the residential population, really does parallel those of more mature ecosystems in larger cities. So I can talk about some of Luxembourg's fintech ecosystem strengths, if you want.
Yes, of course.
Because we do have a higher than average percentage of founders for both business and with both business and technical backgrounds. Luxembourg startups demonstrate strong international connections, which is really important, particularly with global tech hubs like London, Berlin, Silicon Valley. And also a really considerable proportion of their revenue stems from international clients. I think here in Luxembourg, we also exhibit the potential for sector specialization in areas such as FinTech, blockchain, AI, big data, advanced manufacturing, and robotics, but also RegTech or FinTech. I would like to say something that I discovered recently. Luxembourg has been ranked the 4th best FinTech startup ecosystem in Europe.
Really?
This is by a McKinsey study, so you can look it up. So while the country ranked 4th overall, it led the ranking in terms of the number of fintechs founded per capita, and came 2nd in deals per capita. So these findings really reaffirm Luxembourg's position as a key player in the European fintech landscape.
It's a very positive state.
I think so. I think, of course, there's also still a lot of potential to further develop, but I think one of the specificities of the Luxembourg fintech system is really its strong focus on B2B. Given the presence of a large international financial center, many fintech firms in Luxembourg provide services and products to the financial industry. This is normal, that attracts them. But also with a big fund industry worth more than 5 trillion euros, there is also a lot of potential for firms to develop solutions to support the asset servicing industry in Luxembourg, for example. So I think in general, to wrap up your question, you have two types of fintech firms in Luxembourg. On the one hand, firms that leverage really the local financial sector ecosystem. They may be homegrown or they may be coming from abroad. That's the first type. Secondly, firms that would come to Luxembourg to really serve the rest of the EU. And a good example here, I think, is the payment sector. Luxembourg is the EU home to some of the world's leading payment and e-commerce firms. So I think those are the two, broadly speaking, really the two types of fintech firms that we find in Luxembourg today, and that we hope will be developing their activities in the future.
Of course, of course. Now that you've heard an excerpt from the upcoming episode on Sunday, make sure you stay tuned and connected so you don't miss a beat.